Hello? What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my live. The Beatles, Paperback Writer, live performance remastered from 2015. So a few months ago, I reacted to Now and Then. It was, I believe, the last Beatles song ever written. And that was released, a few years ago. So I reacted to it. And in that video, I asked people, what is your favorite Beatles songs or what are your top Beatles songs? And somebody commented this song, which I have never heard, right? I'm aware of the big ones, right? The most popular ones. And I really want to get into the Beatles here on the channel. I wish we got more suggestions for the Beatles. So maybe in this video we will get them. But yeah, I'm going to check out the song and I'll do some research at the end and that's how it's going to be. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have interesting suggestions you want me to check out, please go to my Ko-fi page or Patreon. It really helps out a lot. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's go.
Paperback
The harmonies. The fade out. It's so short. Man. Okay. All right, first things first. We hit the like. Where is the screen here? 400,000 likes. 50 million views. Amazing. So we hit the like. I am subscribed and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. It was in fact the first time I had ever heard that song, for sure. And it was so quick. It was like a jingle. And a lot of the Beatles songs are very short. I think that's part of why they are so effective in what they do. They come out here, they make like this short little tune and then they're gone. And you have this replayability about the song because it's so short, so you can listen to it multiple times and you're not going to get tired, and it kind of leaves you wanting more a little bit. So this is pretty groovy. I would say like classic old school rock and roll type of groove with the electric guitar and the drum work on there. Beautiful harmonies when they, with the chorus, paperback writer. I mean, I can't do it exactly like them, but you get my point. And I'm trying to think of the message here. I think it's pretty straightforward from what I gathered. This was based on somebody that they knew, maybe a real person, and that they had just like a regular 9 to 5 job, and their dream was to be a paperback writer. And that to me translates to just like a book writer, right? Just like an author. So that is what they wanted to do. That was their life passion. And it's just like the song keeps calling on that dream. Like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. And I think that it's cool how they're, they are musicians, but they're also kind of relating, talents to writers. And they are themselves songwriters, so they have that in them. And I like how every now and then they talk about people that they have known, and those people become immortalized. For example, Eleanor Rigby, right? It's a song that I know, and the Yellow Submarine. In the time when I was born, there's a man who knew the sea. It's like that guy with the yellow submarine. Now, whatever he's doing, maybe his grandkids, hold him in high regards because he was part of a Beatles song. But yeah, just people like that they talk about. I think it's really cool. The music video in of itself, I guess a live performance filmed outside. The remastering of the sound is really, really good. Super crisp. It sounds like something that would come out today in the year 2026. That's how good the audio is. And I think that's really amazing how we're able to take songs from back in, the 60s, the 70s, and with the technology we have, we fix up the sound and we can hear them, the way they would have wanted us to. Very nice day outside. It gives me like, nature vibes, but also, how would I put it? Like, I think they're in an art museum. It's very artsy, right? It's like a museum. What are they? I'm remembering like the Isabella Gardner Museum in Boston, because that was near where I went to school. That's that kind of setting where you have, sculptures, and it has a nice aesthetic, but it's also surrounded by nature. So you get kind of the best of both worlds. Really a nice environment. Okay, let's see what year this came out. I'll do a little bit of a research. I'm gonna guess 1967. From what I understand, the Beatles were together together come together from 1962, let's say, to 1970. Is that around the time period? So I'm gonna guess 1967. Release date 1966, May 30th, almost to the day. However many years later. Oh wow, wait, now that, yeah, let's do some math here. 76, 86, 96, 2006, 16, 26, 60 years ago this song came out. Wow. Now the meaning. What the heck? Not interested. Not interested, AI. All right, so the Beatles' 1966 hit Paperback Writer is a light-hearted, upbeat song written as a letter from a struggling author pitching a book to a publisher. It marked a deliberate shift for the band, moving away from traditional love songs to focus on character studies and storytelling. Huh. So this is 1966. Again, guys, I'm not like the expert here on the Beatles. Feel free to write in the comments if you have more information. I want to learn more about them. But I did grow up in a house where, my grandmother listened to the Beatles. She lived in England at the time. And so I kind of, as a kid, I was like, I had the image of the Beatles. But, now at 31 years old, I'm going back to their music, learning more about it, and reacting to all the songs. And there's most songs I probably haven't heard. So 1966, I'm thinking, yeah, they were coming out of their era of just making pop songs, right? It was more commercial, more like, okay, like dance hits that they wanted them to make, like and shout, something shout. Come on and shake it up, baby, shake it up, baby. Twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So that's a song that stands out to me as like their pop era. And then they had, I mean, I think so many different transitions, but as it explains here, maybe more like introspective, deeper meaning. So it says Aunt Lil's challenge. The primary meaning stems from Paul McCartney's Aunt Lil. She had playfully challenged him to write about something interesting, like a summit conference or a horse, instead of always writing about love. Interesting challenge there from Aunt Lil. The inspiration. McCartney was also inspired by an article he read in the Daily Mail about aspiring authors and the growing popularity of cheap mass market Penguin paperbacks. That sounds familiar. I think I've read Penguin paperback books. A man named Lear. Yeah, so that's in the lyrics. They reference a book about a man named Lear. This is a playful nod to the Victorian poet and illustrator Edward Lear, who was famous for his nonsense poetry, a style John Lennon was very fond of. Okay. And the narrative. The song's narrator is desperate for money and a steady job, offering to change the plot of his 1,000-page book to suit the publisher's wishes. He mentions that his son works for the Daily Mail, a nod to a stable, reliable profession, highlighting his own desire to make a living as a novelist. So this is why I like going back, into the actual meaning, because we learn more about it, and there's just like little hints, little details, and like parts of history here and there, right? So like the reference to his aunt and that author who I've never heard, Edward Lear, an illustrator, by the way. Okay, well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see what the comments say a little bit here. John, rhythm guitar. George, lead guitar. Paul, bass. Ringo, telekinesis. Yeah, what was? Oh yeah, that's a good point. Was Ringo was never? They didn't show him on the drums here. I actually was thinking about that while watching the video. I was like, well, there's like something missing here. There's a key instrument. Was that on purpose? Maybe it was. They got kind of goofy and interesting with theirs. Yeah, like Ringo, he's just hanging out back there. He's just standing there, menacingly. All right. Thank you for tuning in. If you have suggestions, please comment, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.